knock my boy equilibrium loose like that. For real, for real.
Why his brain rattling around?
That's a dosage of NyQuil.
Most definitely. He sleep after that one.
No, for real.
My boy, a good lullaby.
No, for real. This extra strength too.
Greatness can come from anywhere.
I draw inspiration from the Filipino people and to God and my family. Hard work is the most difficult things in boxing.
Let's get into it.
Pound for pound king, Terence Bud Crawford. Shout out to Omaha, Nebraska. Shout out to Bo Mac. Shout out to the whole team. The WBO, shout out to Paco, WBO president, recently honored Terence Bud Crawford in Puerto Rico, along with shout out to Bruce Shushu Carrington on his victory.
Because they both can throw some serious leather, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Bud is doing his thing. He has been a WBO champion in multiple divisions. Well honored, well respected, and his time is now. So despite what fans want, despite what the B-side want, we may not get the fights that we believe and deserve that we should see. If Terence Bud Crawford goes to 154, who will he face? He wants the winner of Tim Tszyu and Keith one-time Thurman. Tim Tszyu and I went on record in saying that this could be last time, fighting at a high level. You can't keep on getting chances in the sport of boxing. Look at fighters like Adrien Broner. A lot of people was counting AB out because he kept getting chance after chance and he kept squandering those chances. Thurman is on that same rule. If he does not put on a great performance in this fight, Thurman will have no choice but to go down and start fighting those hungry dogs like Jerron Boots Ennis, which, in my opinion, he's avoiding Boots. At 154, Thurman will be stronger naturally because he's going to be a bigger guy, easier for him to cut weight. But with his history of injuries and Tim Tszyu being a natural 154 pounder, Tim Tszyu ain't no Barrios, man. Tim Tszyu is going to go into this fight and he's going to look sharp, strong, explosive. He's a puncher. Keith Thurman is going to get his money's worth. If you can lose to Manny Pacquiao, an older Manny Pacquiao, a still dangerous Manny Pacquiao, no disrespect to Manny, you already know. As far as top pound for pound fighters of all time, Manny Pacquiao, Mike Tyson, two of my favorite fighters of all time.
Greatness.
Manny Pacquiao is a special talent, person, and he no doubt is a Hall of Famer, an all-time great, and should be well respected. And Manny Pacquiao can still fight to this day. He's called out Tank Davis, but Keith one-time Thurman, in my opinion, he doesn't get that same notoriety that a Manny Pacquiao gets at this state of his career and age. That's in my opinion. Tim Tszyu said this is USA. This is Tszyu time. This is his time. We shall see. Keith Thurman, if he goes into that fight like he did with Barrios, best shape of his life, he's not injured, I think Keith Thurman can give Tim Tszyu a hell of a fight. But I still have to go with my gut, and I have to pick Tim Tszyu in that fight. But I believe that Tim Tszyu has the tools, the youth, the ability, the power, the athleticism, the speed to really do damage to Keith Thurman. Bud will pick Tim Tszyu apart, and he will become world champion yet again at another weight class, further solidifying his stance and legacy and role in the sport of boxing. Terence Bud Crawford is becoming a household name. Bud had to put his bones in. He had to put his work in. He had to get his hands dirty. He had to go through a lot. He had to deal with a lot of criticism, a lot of hate from promoters. Shout out to Bob Barham. But you know what? You gotta go through hell to get to
greatness.
Greatness doesn't come easy. Greatness is not given. Greatness is not bought. Greatness is earned through blood, sweat, and tears. And if Terence Bud Crawford moves to 154, he is going to be a problem. I think that's probably where his career will end if he does not move up to face Canelo Alvarez, But I don't see Canelo Alvarez being in any kind of rush to face Terence Crawford. Because if he is not in a rush to give Benavidez a chance, and Benavidez has been on the waiting list for years, I don't see Bud jumping right on up and fighting Canelo, even though that will be a huge money fight. A lot of people have Terence Crawford beating Canelo if he moves up. I'm one of them. I think the skill set that Bud has, the toughness, the durability, yes, durability, the speed, the strength, I think Bud is really peaking at his prime right now. And it may be difficult to put on that weight, but Terence Crawford is such a fantastic athlete, clean living, doesn't drink, doesn't smoke, avid basketball player, wrestler, golfer. You know what I mean? Like, Bud does everything. Bowls, skates, you know what I mean? Like, Bud is a jack of all trades. It's kind of like Manny Pacquiao, you know what I mean? Keeps himself in tip-top shape. So I do not see him having a problem moving up and putting on that weight. I think he will still perform at a high level. I think he will give Canelo a hell of a fight. And I believe ultimately Terence Crawford will walk away from that fight with Canelo Alvarez victorious. Now, 154, the future for Terence Crawford, is it set in stone? I don't think so. Because right now, Terence Crawford is still the unified champion at 147. John Boots Ennis also a current champion at 147. You guys know I believe that is the fight at 147. But if Terence Crawford is set on moving to 154 for that 154-pound
Greatness.
who am I that says he can't? That's all I got. Talk Nature, stand up, it's your boy. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You already know how I play. Share the truth. Talk Nation.